I was just almost hit from behind. So the reason why I'm doing this is I wanted to answer the question, what it means to adopt a rider. And this video has over 700,000 views on TikTok and over 100,000 likes in a matter of 3 days. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Fly and Ride here. So in this video, I'm going to explain what it means to adopt a rider. If you're new here, I'm Fly and Ride, and I focus on motovlogs, ride videos, ride reviews, destination rides, group rides, cinematic drone footage, all on my 2020 Street Glide CVO and on my 2022 BMW R1250 GS. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification so you can be reminded of content like this one in the future. But first, let me give you a nice cold start. Listen to that. That right there is Chromeworks 2x2 full eclipse system. Best in the business. Best sounding, best looking, best performance, hands down. Got my Indie Ridge gloves. Absolutely love these gloves. Make sure you go check them out, indieridge.com. I am just in complete and utter shock at the reaction that this TikTok video that I uploaded has had over the last 3 days. Now, if you're not following me on TikTok, it's basically the same handle that you see here, which is Fly and Ride 15. So that's Fly, F-L-Y-A-N-D, Ride, R-I-D-E, 15 all together. It's actually the same handle for TikTok as it is for Instagram, as it is for YouTube. So recently, I was out with the family in the car, and it was just absolutely pouring outside. And there was a motorcycle that was essentially in front of us, just getting hammered with all of the rain. Now, they had all the right rain gear, so obviously they were still riding under the rain. So I said to Mrs. Fly and Ride, I'm gonna adopt that rider for as long as I can. And she's like, what are you talking about? Which is actually very consistent to the majority of the comment that I'm getting on this video. So the reason why I'm doing this is I wanted to answer the question and explain, for those of you that may not know, what it means to adopt a rider. And it means just that. If you're in the car and you happen to see a motorcycle in front of you, what you do is you adopt a rider, which basically means you get right behind the rider at a safe distance, and you stay with them for as long as you can. And the reason why that is important is because you know the rider is there, you've got line of sight, you're aware there, you're going to keep a safe distance. Unlike what happens the majority of the time, people don't see the riders. And you may or may not know this, one of the top causes for motorcycle accidents is getting hit from behind. And by adopting a rider, you actually minimize the chances of that happening because you're the only car that's behind the motorcycle. And if you're the only car that's behind the motorcycle, it is less likely to be hit from behind from yet another vehicle. And in the video that I posted, it basically said, look, if it's raining outside, adopt a rider for their safety. So I just posted it into the social media realm like I always do for all of my videos. And this video has over 700,000 views on TikTok and over 100,000 likes in a matter of 3 days. I've never seen anything like it. So if you're following me on TikTok and you've seen this video and you're one of those, thank you, I appreciate it. I was so surprised by the reaction that I figured I would come out here and just answer the question, because, by the way, that's the other thing. One of the top questions that I'm getting on the comments, and I'm trying to keep up, there's over 800 comments so far. One of the top questions I'm getting is, well, what the heck does it mean to adopt a rider? And as you can imagine, there is no shortage of humor in the majority of these responses. Now, some of them obviously lack some taste, but let's just put those aside. That's always going to happen. The majority of these comments are like, oh my God, thanks so much. I had no idea this is what it meant. And then some of them are just hilarious. And one of them said, so wait a minute, what am I supposed to do? Go up to the rider, stop him, and then adopt them and put them in my car? And then what do I do? So obviously those are fun to read and pretty comical, but by and large, you know, there's been an outpouring of support because of the gesture that I did on this particular day, which, by the way, many have done for me when I'm riding the motorcycle, and I'm sure many of you are doing for your fellow riders. See right there, I don't know if you heard that. That car didn't see me. It just squeaked the brakes. And ironically, I'm recording this video about adopting a rider, and literally I was just almost hit from behind. It's exactly the reason why adopting a rider makes sense. So look, that's what it means. I wanted to come in here and just do a quick video and explain it. Obviously, I had not planned for someone to literally almost hit me from behind. I don't know if the microphone is going to capture it, but that red car, he just slammed on the brakes and I heard him squealing, so you saw me look back. Because the majority of the time, they're not seeing the motorcycle. So, if you're in a car and you see another rider, adopt them, which means stay behind them at a safe distance for as long as you can and protect them from the mayhem, which is the majority of the people driving out there that just are not paying attention and are just not seeing these motorcycles, you know, on the road. So hopefully, you know, if you're watching this here and you've seen that video there, that explains it to you. Or if you're watching it here for the first time, you know, leave it down in the comments below. Did you know that it was called adopting a rider? And frankly, by the way, I don't even remember where I heard the term or where I read it. I know I read it somewhere. Obviously, I didn't make this up. And the other thing I wanted to say is, it was actually Mrs. Fly and Ride's idea to record the video. And I said, sure, record it. So special credit to Mrs. Fly and Ride. I was driving. She was the one that actually recorded the video. The irony is, I've been recording videos for the last 2 years, none of which have gone viral. Mrs. Fly and Ride decides to record one video and it goes viral. The moral of the story is, just listen to what your wife tells you. And again, I just wanted to come in here and share this with all of you because I was pretty humbled, frankly, by the response and the reaction that the videos have had. So do me a favor, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're reminded of future content like this one. As I shared, I am active on most social media platforms, basically YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And my handle is fly&ride15, all spelled out. So if you're not following me there, do me a favor, head on over and give me a follow. Would love to have you. The content is consistent to what I do here. It's all about my motorcycles. It's all about flying drones. It's all about the crew, group rides. You know, having a great time, checking out destinations on all things two wheels. So head on over. Man, that sounds good. Thanks for watching.